The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions expressed by the guests do not reflect those of the hosts, the show, the management, or the network.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Bloomer Babe Podcast. This is your host, Katie. Welcome to the podcast about my life, current news, lifestyle, millennial struggles, and anything under the sun. So if that sounds like your jam, please stick around. So today is a Monday, maulan na Monday. I hope everything is dry and warm sa kanilang mga bahay. If not, I hope hindi kayo sumusuong sa baha ngayon. I saw social media posts in Quezon City na ang dami na namang flooded areas. Grabe. Sana talaga hindi makalimutan yung issue. Well, anyway. Kamusta kayo, guys? For today's episode, oh, by the way, I'm using a I'm using a new microphone. Grabe, napaka-relax ng feeling ko. Sorry, I just took some supplements before ako nag-record ng podcast ito. So I feel a bit relaxed, sleepy. So yeah, I'm planning to take a nap after this recording. So anyway, I'm using a new microphone. This microphone is yung brand niya is Zoom. So I'm using a audio, what do you call this? An audio interface released by Zoom, and also a microphone and a headset. Di ko nga lang nasuot pala yung headset, but I'm using these and it sounds crisp naman. Sana after the editing, maganda. It's easy to use. You can just bring the audio interface and then you can record right away. You can just bring it. Yun lang yung dala mo. Wala ka na dalang laptop. And you can record on the spot. Ang galing niya. Ang galing lang. Anyway, so for today's episode, this would be just all about my hot takes. So my opinion on things, or lately kasi may mga friends ako na nagtatanong or asking for suggestions of different topics, like skincare, about food, about life choices. So, gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo itong mga hot takes ko, and I hope hindi lang ako yung nag-isip ito. Naghanap ako nakakampi. Charot, hindi. I hope na I can connect with someone who has the same thoughts. Yun lang naman yung reason ko ba't ko to i-release tong episode na to. So anyway, I have 5 here on my list for my hot takes. So, let's start. First, skincare. So, sa mga girlies, kayo ba, pag bumibili kayo ng skincare, important ba yung brand sa inyo or the ingredients, or do you want a proof or a result muna from the people who use the product first, of course? Or okay na sa inyo as long as maraming bumibili, nag-trending siya sa TikTok, and then you'll buy it? Or also, isa pa, malaking factor din ba sa inyo yung budget, of course, where it came from, yung packaging, yung scent. So, honestly, sa akin, skincare, number 1 factor, syempre, of course, of how much is it. So, my hot take is hindi ako gagastos ng over 3 to 4,000 for a single skincare product. Okay? Hindi mo ako papabayad ng 4,000 and above just to buy a serum or a moisturizer. 'Di ba? Na ipapahid ko lang sa face. Anyway, siguro kasi na nagbago yung opinion or habit ko when it comes to buying skincare. Nung may nakilala ako that owns a business of selling skincare products. Yung mga, moisturizer, cleansing oils, mga, ano pa ba yung products niya nun? Facial wash. He sells cosmetic skincare products, high-grade cosmetic skincare products sa Russia, and he imports it from China. So, tinanong ko siya, sabi ko, what makes your product different or great from other, skincare product on the market? Sabi niya, actually, lahat to, pare-parehas lang kami. Pare-parehas lang kami. Tapos parang, nung nalaman ko kung magkano yung ginagastos niya, how are things, or how are the ingredients is made and cost niya, Diyos ko girl, yung isang jar mo ng moisturizer is just mostly 70% water. Sobrang konti lang talaga yung products that would take effect. Kasi kapag sinobrahan din nila yung percentage nung, let's say, ano ba? Kasi alam yung mga ingredient na mga yan eh, but isang chemical for your face, it would be so irritating, or basta may something na they have to balance on the formulation na hindi siya makaka-irritate or makaka-affect that much on your skin. So, pag nakita mo kung ano yung mga ingredients na yan, it's just super little percentage compared to dun sa binili mo na product. Plus, it will be much expensive if the packaging is really good, targeted to women talaga, like pink or whatever that is trending right now. 'Di ba? Isipin mo kung magkano yung cost yan, siguro isang jar ng moisturizer would be just around 150 pesos, but they will be selling it for maybe 1,000 plus. So 'di ba? Tubong lugaw, like 10 times the profit. 10 times the cost yung bibilhin mong item. So for me, I just go for skincare products that has studies or proven already, like maraming result, as in maraming nagsasabi na there's a difference. Like you can see before and after photos of people who have used the product. For me, my skincare, 100% lang talaga is tretinoin. Yun lang talaga siya. Moisturizer, it may differ depende sa season. Sa Pilipinas, pag sobrang init, alam mo yung pagka mag-beach ako, or rainy season, just like now, depende yung moisturizer ko sa kung anong weather natin ngayon. Because it breaks me out kapag masyadong heavy, masyadong light naman, nagiging dry yung skin ko. So, number 1 sa akin is tretinoin. Hindi na ako gumamit ng kahit na ano, hindi na ako bumili ng mga collagen, may mga gold, may mga pearls, mga snail extraction, whatever. So, number 1, tretinoin. Second, moisturizer. Ito pa girls, yung mga facial washes, most of it are just sobrang irritating on your skin. Lalo na pag cheap products yung ginamit nila. I can't tell yung mga chemicals that was used for ingredients kasi hindi naman ako talaga certified or a dermatologist or something. But I just know which ones really are alam mo yun, matagal na sa market, tested, has very good, gentle ingredients. That's what I choose. So, for me, I just use Cetaphil. But sometimes, hindi siya enough. It breaks me out. What I'm using talaga, the OG talaga, is Johnson and Johnson. Alam niyo yung mga baby bath, head to toe, shampoo and body wash. So, yun yung ginagamit ko for my face, also on my feminine area. Yun na siya. Hindi na ako nagpa-pH care, hindi na ako nag-facial wash naman kung ano-ano. Just, yun lang. There are times na kapag na-irritate yung skin ko sa paggamit ng um, different brand of soap. Ang ginagamit ko kasi ngayon is Dove. Pero may panahon kasi na pag mainit sa Pilipinas, alam niyo yun eh. After mong gumamit ng Dove, medyo madulas pa rin siya. So kapag nasa weather ka na mainit, mabilis kang pagpawisan and it's very sticky. So I don't use it kapag summer sa Philippines. The only wash I use is yung sa Johnson and Johnson's. Yung mga baby products nila. So that's what I use for my face as my facial wash. And then I'll put tretinoin and then the moisturizer. For my sunblock, I'm not really choosy of what I use on my face as long as hindi siya nagwa-white cast and hindi siya ganun ka-dry. There are sunblocks kasi na pag nilagay mo, ewan ko if this is water-based, na pag nilagay mo sa mukha mo, parang inabsorb niya lang and then it will leave like a white residue. Ayoko nang ganun. Most of the products na nagamit ko for sunblock that are good are Japan-made products. Ang Korean, hindi ko pa masyado siya na-explore for sunblock. But 100% lahat na sunblock ko is Japan-made. Most of it pala has alcohol. So kung medyo sensitive ka sa ingredient na yon or sensitive skin mo, better stay away from it. But yun lang. For me, and then occasional, kapag nafe-feel ko na my skin medyo dull siya, I will put a vitamin C serum, but not every day kasi it also irritates my skin kasi it's an active. So, parang gumagamit ako ng active sa gabi, which is the tretinoin, and then gagamit din ako ng active sa morning, which is very irritating for my skin. So, medyo inaano ko lang siya. Ina-alternate ko lang. Every other day lang ako magva-vitamin C. So, ayun lang. So for girlies na gusto mag-start ng tretinoin, I suggest you start slow. You can start once or twice a week. Ako naalala ko, nag-start ako once a week with 0.025% ng tretinoin lang. Right now, I'm using 5% na for my face and my neck. Pero once a week lang yun kasi nga na-irritate yung neck ko. But for my face, it's my daily use. Wag kang mainip, wag kang manggigil to put a lot of tretinoin on your face kasi baka mag-purge ka or ma-irritate yung skin mo. So, lalong hindi mo siya magagamit. But all of the skincare products na nagamit ko before this one is the most effective for me if you want to get that, glass skin, maliit na pores. I haven't had a lot of pimples or acne since gumamit ako niyan. Maybe hindi din ako acne prone skin, but yeah, this one really works. Plus, there's a lot of studies na about the use of tretinoin. So just search online. The brand that I'm using is Avotin A. This tretinoin is sold in Australia, I think, but you can also get it from drugstores, a few drugstores here in the Philippines, and also Shopee. So sa Shopee ko lang binibili siya. Okay, so second hot take. So skincare, diba? Next, food spending and curation. So I don't agree to pay 3,000 pesos and above for just one dish. Parang hindi siya hindi siya hindi siya practical for me for a food to pay for like 3,000 pesos isa, unless this is like steak or something. But if just like a common dish, like may rice tapos pasta yan, girl, no, hindi mo akong papabayad yan. Especially if puro carbs. Naalala ko tuloy yung coffee shop na pinupuntahan ko sa Cavite dati. Carmona area ba yun? Basta Cavite, it's owned by Villars. Alam niyo yan. Lahat ng Villar na coffee shop, wala pa akong natikman na talagang okay yung coffee nila and the food. So most of the food items dun sa coffee shop na yun, shucks, nakalimutan ko na. It's in Cavite. Parang fairy tale themed yung coffee shop niya. Shucks, nasa gitna siya ng kawalan. Pag dumadaan ka ng daang hari, alam mo to. Nakalimutan ko anong pangalan niya eh. But, yun siya, parang fairy tale and then there's a chapel sa likod niyan ng coffee shop na yan. But the aesthetics, maganda yung place, maganda yung location, maganda yung interior ng coffee shop. It's good for Instagram. But, everything talaga sucks. Lahat ng nasa menu niya sucks. Yung coffee, yung chocolate, yung I think they have matcha. And then all of their food items are just carbs. That's when I know that is not a good choice for eating. Pagka pasta, pagka ano pa yung mga binibenta, mga sandwiches, pastries, gets ko pa kung masarap, diba? Mga cakes. Pero pag puro pasta, girl, isipin mo magkano yung isang bag, plastic bag ng pasta ngayon, isang pack, how much is it? Tapos ibibenta mo siya sa akin, what, 1,000 pesos for a serving? Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, so, ewan ko nagiging, ano lang ako, frugal, or pag cheapsake, but hindi mo ako mapapabili na ganun. Unless we're on a restaurant, maybe sa ambience. If it's really, really that good, I'd pay for it. But yung mga paella, no. Tapos isang serving lang, no. Hindi mo ako mapapabili niya. I'd rather pay that amount of money if you're gonna give me meat, like good quality meat. Because I know that I'm getting the bang for my buck. Diba? So, ayun lang. Hindi mo ako pababili. Ito pa pala, okay lang sa akin magbayad that amount if it's buffet. Pero yung hindi talaga ako foodie no? Hindi talaga ako foodie. I used to be a foodie before. Foodie in terms of I would travel somewhere just to try yung pagkain na yan or yung dish na yan. I used to do that before, pero kasi maraming beses na nadidisappoint ako that let's say I have to travel to Tagaytay just to try that shit and then madidisappoint lang ako sa lasa kasi hindi naman pala masarap. My gosh. So right now, kaya rin siguro nahilig ako sa mga tasting menus or tasting clubs is because I don't have to parang lesser ano ba? Parang lesser yung chance na hindi masarap yung isi-serve sa akin. I like being served. Charot. Hindi, pero lesser chance na hindi masarap yung kasi they curated that menu to be that good. Do you get what I mean? So, imposibleng hindi masarap or never pa ako naka-attend ng tasting menu na it's not that good. Or, alam mo yun, pwedeng mid, pero alam mong masarap. Hindi ka madidisappoint. Diba? So, yun lang. Sa akin, price per satisfaction, not price per plate. So, ang isang tip ko lang din pala when you go to restaurants, especially if hindi ka pa nakakain doon, is go for, of course, their signatures. So, skip the fluff, okay lang to pay for it, but make sure that you get the quality stuff. Just huwag ka na mag-pasta, man. Unless it is like a freshly made pasta, Italian style shit, diba? Anyway, so ayun lang, nasasayangan lang ako sa pera kapag pagkain yung pinag-uusapan. Or hindi lang talaga ako foodie. There are people I know that would pay amount of like 8,000 for a dish because they are foodie. They like to eat food. They appreciate the taste. They appreciate yung kinakain nila. But for me, no. Masyado kong logical na tao siguro. Na I know that I would be full after this meal and then I'll just forget about it. Same thing if I eat like a bowl of ground beef. Same thing if I ate a steak that costs me like 3,000 and above. Diba? I'd pay for the experience. I'd pay for the people I dine with. But other than that, yung lalabas lang ako just for me to taste or eat, hindi ko na siguro afford or it's a waste of time for me. So, ayun lang. Third hot take. Designer quality. So, designer bags and yung mga designer clothes, designer everything. So, nung bata ako, naalala ko, nainggit ako sa mga girlies that they could afford designer bags like Prada, Louis Vuitton, alam niyo na yung mga yan, Dior. Parang, I used to dream to have my own designer bag. Ngayon, that I can afford, I can say I can afford, but still I won't get one. I won't buy yung mga branded na products just like those, but I'd rather go for a brand that is known for its quality. So let's say, paano ba? Okay, so for example, sa luggages, so alam niyo na yung brand na Rimowa, it costs 40K above to get, the medyo mid nilang luggages. Diba? But, a lot of people say that may mga experiences sila na talaga nabubugbog during flights yung mga luggages nila. So for me, I'd rather buy something that is cheaper but has a good quality in it. Maybe I don't know, American Tourister, or if you want to go for like mahal talaga, like you can pass it down to your anak or someone else. You could buy expensive shit, but make sure that it is quality. Like, ano ba, FPM, Zero, Halliburton, I forgot what it is, but they said that it really lasts long. Kahit na mga nasa 100,000 siya. So, for me, I don't like the mid ones. I'd rather go for super mahal, but I know that it would last so long. Or buy a cheaper one that is a good quality. But I will never ever again buy anything that has like the branding in it. Na naka-cringe din ako actually. So same thing with this mga nepo babies, 'di ba? So bili lang sila ng bili pero ang tsatsaka naman. Diyos ko. Anyway. Yun lang. Third, now for spicy one, I might get canceled to this, but I might get canceled because of this opinion of mine, but pets. Okay. For pets, I love dogs. I love dogs if they're not mine. I have a dog, pero hindi ako yung pinaka-master nung dog na yan eh. Si Manang yung pinaka-master niya. So, I don't have to deal with Gideon all of the time. So, if you are a person who loves taking care of something, and wants, an emotional support pet, like, get a pet. But for someone like me, I'd rather go for a cat because one, I don't like I have like a lot of responsibilities on my hand already, and I don't have time to uh do the walks and all. I don't have much energy to go play with the dog. Unlike a cat, sobrang chill lang nila. They go for walks, but sobrang madalang kasi they are mostly just would like to stay indoors, and they are safer that way. Um Also, napansin ko lang, I'm a cat person. So, gusto ko chill lang. Gusto ko nandyan lang siya. Napansin ko lang na if yung person is, oh my God, I don't want to talk about it na lang. Kasi baka makancel ako. Basta, I like cats rather than dogs because they're more chill, less maintenance, and they said that they're like healing properties. Properties? What the heck? They're healing ano ba? Mga ginagawa ng cats like purring. They said that it could heal you if you are sick, or it can ano ba yun, increase your bone density or something because of the frequency or the purring that the cats are doing. So yeah, ayun pala. Napansin ko lang. Sige na nga, sabihin ko na. So, cats that usually people who choose cats over dogs are avoidant people. Sabi nila, they like chasing, like they like to please. Ay, hindi pala. Baliktad. What the heck? Baliktad pala. So the cat is the avoidant one. And the people who would like cats more than dogs are the ones who like, to please. Gusto nila may sinusuyo sila. Gusto nila may hinahabol sila. Maybe it's somewhat like me. But yeah. I'd rather go for cats than dogs. Medyo kasi kailangan mo ng structure pag dogs. They like to walk, they want to play, they like that much, too much attention. But for cats kasi, quiet lang, tahimik lang siya, sweet, low drama, kapag loaded ang day. But the point is, pets is equals to responsibility, vet, nutrition, enrichment, especially if you are a person who travels a lot, ipaplan mo pa yan. So, just pick a good companion for your life. But for me, the easiest route to do it is cats. Solid team cats ako. Next is, okay, hot take, TikTok is better than Instagram. So, I picked TikTok over Instagram because it's more raw. I like it. Alam mo yun, mas genuine, mas may life, may dating. Unlike Instagram, for me, it just looks like a magazine. TikTok feels like a room full of people. I learn faster there kasi maraming tutorials, maraming stories, maraming real talk, maraming memes. You get to hear different opinions of people. They could also share tips, yung mga experiences nila. They could also share it with you so you could learn a lesson. May mga nakikita pa nga akong older generation, which is, boomers ba? Before Gen X, na nagti-TikTok. And they're sharing their experiences and their life lessons to us, which I like. Yun yung mga nasusubscribe ko ngayon. Anyway, so, I still use both actually. Instagram for me is just like an album. I tried using it as, like TikTok, like uploading videos, pero hindi siya nagbibigay ng same interaction, same results or analytics as TikTok. So, ayun lang. For me, Instagram is just an album. TikTok is more like a process, yun lang. Parang IG kasi masyadong polished, masyadong curated, parang all the good things lang. Nakakasawa din kaya. Unlike TikTok, Diyos ko, may makikita ka pa. Minsan nga nagpo-post ako ng video, hindi na ako walang makeup, walang anything, as in nakapambahay lang ako. You can talk about anything that you want as long as hindi about, against the community guidelines. But yeah, lahat ng topics that you have in mind, for sure, meron ng TikTok or a video that is existing about it. So, yeah. That's why I like TikTok over Instagram. I'm just waiting for Instagram to be actually maging chuggy and mawala na. But people still use it. I still use it actually just for messaging. But other than that, tinatamad ako mag-post. I post sa Instagram for stories because automatically siya nagpo-post sa Facebook. But other than that, I don't use it as much. Pero kasi may mga businesses na pala. Isa pa palang use ko ng Instagram is for businesses. So let's say there's a bake shop I want to order from. Usually they have Instagram pages. So dun ako nagme-message. But other than that, there's no fucking use of Instagram for me. Next, hot take. Ito last na. Hot take for me is solo traveling. So, eto. Solo traveling gets a lot of hype. I know, I respect the growth. I also want honest expectations. So, I don't think that solo traveling is always the life-altering experience that people make out it to be. I think it can be kung if you are somebody who's not used to doing your own thing. If you are somebody who's not particularly independent, if you're somebody who is or tends to depend on other people, more codependent. If you are a person who lives with or usually is with people, a person around, I think solo traveling would be a life-altering experience for you. But if you are someone who is used of being alone or being independent, doing things or enjoy doing things alone, I think that it would be disappointing for you if you're expecting it to be somewhat, a life-altering experience. For most of Filipinos, we are really family-oriented we're very close-knit, family-oriented people. So, makikita mo na kahit na nasa 30s na, they're still living with their families. It's not because that they can't afford, maybe, but they prefer it that way so that they could spend more time with their family, parents, or siblings, or whoever. So, sanay ka na meron kang kasama, kasama palagi, living with someone. So, if you try to travel alone, I think it would be a good way for you to learn more about yourself. Na parang it would build your confidence. Pause ba? Ay, sorry. Sorry. Akala ko nag-pause yung aking recording. Anyway, going back. So, if you are the person who often depend on others, kapag lagi kang maraming friends na kasama, of course, you will always, hindi mo to mapipigilan, girl. You will always adjust to the group plans, maybe sometimes even rarely hear your own voice. Pero kapag solo traveler ka, you get to do whatever you want. You choose for yourself. You see yourself without, opinions of others. So you do whatever you want. So for me, it's a life altering experience. If, kasi parang, ikaw lang eh. Wait, bakit nagsastop? Okay, going back. Ano ba to? Okay, so going back. So if you are somebody who is particularly independent, if you are somebody who usually tends to depend on if you are somebody who's not particularly independent, if you are somebody who usually tends to depend on other people or is more codependent, a lot of time with other people, and you're not in touch with yourself, you don't get to make decisions purely based on what you do. A solo traveling is for sure an absolute life-changing experience because you get to focus on yourself in new ways. But if you are somebody who is already, pretty independent, you're used of doing things alone, hindi ka natatakot to do it alone, you're marching on the beat of your own drum, solo traveling is gonna feel like the same stuff that you're already doing, just in a different location. So if you're used to doing of your own thing, you're just gonna be doing it on somewhere else. So wag kang madi-disappoint or mag-expect na if you do solo traveling that you would get the same, experience or outlook in life from people who that are more codependent or used of having someone in their lives. I don't know. Please don't be disappointed. Ayun lang. So yun lang yung hot takes ko. I'm a bit groggy right now. Alam nyo guys, I just took magnesium. Shucks, nawala yung bote. Magnesium glycinate. And grabe yung effect niya sa akin. Anyway, so ayun lang. Those are my hot takes. This is for this episode. Unpopular does not mean unkind. It just means may standards. Choose something that aligns to what you really like. Huwag kang matakot to be disliked by others because of your opinions or the things that you like. Diba? So, ayun lang. I hope you learn something new from this episode. And also, if you have the same thoughts as me, come on, girl. Send me a DM or say hi. You could follow me or you could put a comment on my Spotify account or my Instagram. So, see you in my next episode. So, stay glowing, stay safe, girl, and be kind. So, just check you could follow this podcast on Spotify. We also have Apple Podcast. We also have a YouTube channel. And for my social media pages, we have TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Please follow, share, and subscribe on those platforms. And I'll see you on my next one. See you. Bye. Stay safe, guys. Bye.